Hello everyone, I'm Alexandra. I live in southeast of UK and I'm a wife, a mother and a nurse, and I love fragrances. I buy fragrances quite often, but I do not collect fragrances. I use fragrance a lot, and I consider the perfume that I wear part of my outfit, maybe even more. I always choose my fragrance for the day as I want to express myself and I want a smell to join me onto what's going to happen and to connect with my memories and indeed my story. So when I buy a fragrance, I really want to make the right decision. First of all, because I don't want to put them on a shelf and I don't want them to, have them to look pretty. I want them to express me. And last month, as I bought Angam from Latafa, and I was very disappointed because I expected something else from the fragrance, and I have to admit it's my mistake because I believed all the people that have hyped this fragrance, and I'm not gonna name anyone, but after I bought it, I went back to some reviews, and some people have like Amazon affiliate links with this in America, and I watched that person, and then I just felt so silly. There was only one person that said it doesn't last, and I didn't want to listen to that because I wanted an amazing vanilla fragrance. I still want an amazing vanilla fragrance. I want now a fragrance for Christmas, and that could be anything. It could be an elegant and glamorous fragrance for work Christmas party. It could be something very cool, gourmand and cozy, or it could be just anything really. But I have an idea in my mind because I do not have in my collection any lactonic or gourmand vanillas. All the vanillas that I have are like floral or mixed with wood, and it just does not make them gourmand. It makes them very, let's say, attractive but not gourmand. So this month I choose 3 fragrances and I ordered 3 samples, and I'm very glad I did because they are all very different from what I imagine them to be, and they are in the order that I try them. Miraj Exclusive from French Avenue. So this one costs in UK, the full size, not this, £50, and it has a rating, I think, of 4.7 on Fragrantica. And the top notes are cardamom and coffee, which I absolutely love, and then jasmine sambac that I absolutely love, incense and wood, and is a dupe for Pangalian's Bewitching Yasmin. Now, I never smelled that fragrance, but all the notes and all the reviews, everything, made me want to buy this and sounded very good. Now, the only problem is that this fragrance it's a bit mature. And not only that it's a bit mature, I think it's for someone else with another kind of story. It smells amazing and it projects and it lasts for a very, very long time. But I think in my mind, this is for a lady that, wears office black dresses and comes home and pours herself some Prosecco in her gorgeous kitchen and then heads out for dinner. And, she's very mature, independent, and elegant. And not that I'm not dead, but I'm not, that's not my story, the one that I just told you that I imagine. So I can't imagine where I would wear this fragrance. I mean, I could, but I can't tell you because you think I'm horrible. Maybe I could wear this at a funeral that is like, I don't know, someone's very important funeral. Because it's like so dark and so, or I could wear this maybe, I don't know, to meet a very distant old and rich relative that I don't have. I don't know. This is not for me. It's lovely, but it's not for me. The next one is Casablanca. Casablanca from Swiss Arabian. It has rating of 4.18 on Fragrantica, and I think it's about £46, a tad bit cheaper in UK. And it smells of, the notes are apple, grapes, patchouli, white woods, iris, caramel, amber, suede, musk, and pear balsam. I can smell some of those notes and some that are not listed in there. I can smell some butter in theirs, if that makes sense. This smells like you just baked a pie and apple pie, and you cooked the apples in a bit of brown sugar and butter, and you've been very generous with the vanilla in the crust, and then you washed everything, you washed everything that you use for the pie in the sink with a very luxurious like dish soap. That's how it smells, and I think it's a lovely fragrance, and I think if you'd layer it, it could be right, but as a standalone fragrance, I don't think I could wear this. I don't see myself smelling just like a apple pie. Maybe with something very incensey, like Amiral Wood Intense or Ragba or Marjal Sultan. This would be nice. I'm gonna try it like that because I only tried it on tester and wore it once, but it just doesn't speak to me, and it's not sophisticated enough for me, if that makes sense. Anyway, I would wear this in combination with other fragrances, and maybe I'll change my mind, but I would love this in a candle. I would really love this in a candle, but it doesn't come in a candle, so no, this is not the one. The one that made me laugh, I know that's a very odd reaction to have when you test a fragrance for the first time, but hear me out. This one is the cheapest one in UK. I think it's £36 on Amazon. So yeah, it's quite easily available in UK. And it has top notes of cardamom, saffron, tangerine, apple, rose, vanilla, and sandalwood. Now I can smell in there a bit of cardamom, saffron, apple, and vanilla, but that's about it. Again, this smells very, very buttery for me. But let me give you the story of this. So imagine you walk into a patisserie. You open the doors and it's morning. Everything is like very fresh and just out of the oven, and it smells lovely in there. And you have the croissant, yeah, but it's not the plain croissant. It's the croissant with the almond filling, the marzipan almond filling and almond flakes on top and sugar. It smells like that. And then next you have the sugar buns with loads of sugar. It's the sugar in this one for me is like, it's so there. And then you have the glazed cherry on top. But for some reason, for the weirdest reason in the world, someone comes in with a bunch of fresh parsley and starts chopping it. And then that mixes with the pastry smell. I just can't wrap my head around it. And that coriander note on my skin is very, very strong, and I can feel it, and it annoys me, and it almost made me give up on this fragrance. But from all of the ones that I have in here, to me this is the one that speaks to me the most. So I wanted to give it another chance. I think it's almost empty. So I wore it on my scarf and on my clothes, and the coriander note is almost not detectable after about half an hour or so on your clothes. So I'm a bit conflicted because I like this so much apart from the coriander note. And do you know anything like this without the coriander note? Because I think this is my pick. I have a lot of idea of how I could layer this with what I already have, like mocha wood from Fragrance World. Has wood and a bit of coffee and a bit of chocolate. I think it will smell absolutely divine. And then let's see, with Ragba, this would smell amazing again. Maybe even with Liam, the grey one. I think this would smell really nice in combination with that. But what do I do about the coriander note? Give me your thoughts and tell me what are you going to buy this month and why. Thank you. Bye.